Of course, I failed. It's a common occurrence. I am about 50% accurate in my games. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to a World War Wednesday with myself, Midgeman. I am back in my home office. I'm no longer coming to you from a laptop in the middle of nowhere. I am here. We are playing some Hoi, and this is lit game. If you haven't seen it, we are taking Lithuania to the world stage. Right now, however, we are in a dire situation. We have been declared on by all of our enemies, and now we must hold a desperate defense in hopes that maybe America comes and saves us. It's going to be an interesting one, to say the very least. I hope you're all doing well, and also thank you to the CK guys for bringing us a great beginning to this stream today. How are we all in chat? So let's also just review what we were doing. We had just been backdoored here by the Pact of Rome. It wasn't the Central Powers, it was the Pact of Rome. But the Central Powers are attacking some of our allies. So we are now in a situation where we and the Americans and what's left of Romania stand as the only ones left on our side of things. We've early deployed quite a few troops. We've got manpower. Problem is, we do not have guns. We are going to have to dig in very heavily and hope for the best, I think. Can I pull any troops off of this Russian front? I really don't think I can. I am spread so thin. Tried to play Finland in Hoi and got your ass whooped. Oh. Very nice. Finland is not for the faint of heart, but it can be a very, very fun experience to play as them, I have to say. We just desperately need troops. Troops. And for that, we need guns. It's going to take us 700 days to get out of our gun deficit, apparently. America, please send me gun. No? That's support equipment. Okay. America's Alf Landon is just not sending us anything. Improv expert is amazing. We're gonna lose a mountain province? Really? What are they pushing in with? Oh, a lot. So the question is, do I pull back these forces here? Do I pull them back here? Start blowing up railways. Yeah, there's probably... This is gained land anyway. This is really bad, though. They are just thrusting on through. Right, give me these royal guards that were defending in the mountains. I need you to close this breakthrough. If you remember, guys, at the beginning of this, Italy and Austria were held up in just Czechoslovakia. Greece attacked the Yugoslavians, knocking them out, allowing these guys to gain all of their territory back because it cut the supply massively. And our alliance chain kind of fell apart a little bit. Wow, our guys just cannot stand up in defense. Actually, we just can't stand up full stop. Why are they so good? We've been pushed everywhere. We do have a lot of artillery. There's some artillery in these divisions. I'm actually not in the hole for artillery. That's amazing. I don't understand how these guys are pushing through so successfully, though. Don't have enough command power. Supply issues are becoming so bad. It's because we're out of trains. Can we commandeer civilian trains? I swear we can. Or is that not available while we're at war? Romania have kind of stabilized a little bit. Get some more planes in. I'm just going to deploy them fresh. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Don't even have the command power for entrenchment there. Really? Nothing? Just can't break in here. How does air superiority help the ground troops? Well, if we have air superiority, it means that the enemy's bombers are going to be far less effective, and our bombers are going to be far more effective because they can fly unhampered. So having air superiority in an area will always help, especially if you're using close air support and fighters, because you're the better off your close air support is, the more likely the enemy are going to suffer casualties because of you. Now we're starting to suffer aerially in the Baltic states. Let's see if I can half these. Put them back over here. We can. Sort of. Hey, look, there's an American division here. Yeah, we've been properly pushed away from Peskov, though. We took Smolensk, but our line is just so thin. Actually changing factions, though, shouldn't have happened, but that's because we're on a historical focus, and the game is doing weird stuff. So one of the things about a non-historical AI, things can be a little bit bizarre. So, chat. Time for a poll. And I think we've basically, the one bad decision we made was joining the Czech Entente. I'm going to pull back to some defensive line. Give ground. Oh no, we've got some men cut off. They didn't retreat orderly. Here is our main problem, because this is right next to the capital. Okay, so according to chat, we are going to be trying this again. sad to say the first run did not go well. So let's try and pick this up and do this a little bit faster. I won't read all of our pop-ups and such this time. I'm going to try and get us back to a decent warlike position as quickly as possible. So we're going to be starting as Lithuania, Iron Man mode, but still, in the spirit of randomness, we are going to keep. We're not going to do historical AI. We're going to do ahistorical. Oh yes, that's right. We don't have trains. Someone remind me this time to research trains at some point. Question is, what are you going to do differently to prevent the same collapse? So the reason we had such a bad collapse, see, Germany shouldn't have been able to declare war on us because we gave them Memel, and that will remain a factor. The problem for us was we wanted to try and get a quick victory and maybe gain some land down here by joining a very strong alliance, which then collapsed. So basically, we're going to continue to go this alone rather than rely on some AI. Focus down our targets more efficiently. Trying to be more independent. Are there any factions in particular looking to form, or you can join, or are you trying to be more independent this time? Well, the faction was what killed us, so again, we're going to go more independent this time. Also, I'm going to read... That's actually something I need to do right now, is redo... Oh, hang on. I need to get rid of Voldemaris first. In our production, what I'm looking for, instead of infantry equipment 1, we're going to go for basic. The reason for this is it builds quicker. So what we'll do, we want 5 factories on basic, and then we'll have 10 factories on type 1, and then we're going to have 10 factories on artillery, and we're going to have 10 factories on support equipment. I'm thinking big right now. One of our main problems was we lost a lot of infantry equipment against the Soviets, and then we bit off more than we could chew early, essentially. Oh, that's right. We don't get a silent workhorse. So I'm going to go for a captain of industry. Probably should have gone for the non-core manpower guy, but nonetheless. Is the start different if you choose a small country as Finland compared to Germany? Very much so. Yeah, every country has its own sort of goals and needs in Hoi4. For sure. Yeah, Finland has one of the generic focus trees, but someone like Lithuania, they have a... As of no step back, they have their own focus tree. Right, we need to root out the Iron Wolves. And chat, if you're wondering why I'm speeding through all of this, we've already done this a couple of streams ago, and the first part of this is up on YouTube, so you can actually go check out what I did in this early game to get us set up. And I'm just trying to zoom through in order to get us back to before I failed, basically. And of course, I failed. It's a common occurrence. I am about 50% accurate in my games. Also, this time, hopefully we won't end up at war with Japan. That was a weird one. Hopefully this one will go far better for us. There's the Prince of Terror. I know I slightly paid too much for him, but I want to get a little bit of manpower going. What is your opinion when upgrading planes? What are the best and why? It depends on your situation. Having fighters is obviously pretty good. This is going to be lit indeed. Having fighters is always good. I tend to... It depends. If you can get a higher tech plane quickly, then do so. However, I don't tend to advance past fighters or fighter or any of them, any of the variants to the second level, purely because I like to have numbers when it comes to playing as well. And I find that industry tends to be lacking for some nations mid-war. Right, so I'm going to try and get down to the supporting the monarchism in Poland. Need more and more guns. Going ahead of time on industry, because it's the thing to do. And we're going to go to partial mobilization in order to help produce those guns. Oh, you mean the actual fighter upgrades, like agility, range? I tend to spam reliability and range. So Germany is staying fascist this time round. France looks to be going slightly fascist. Don't know if anything's happening in Stalin Town. Britain seems to be going fascist. Oh dear. Oh no. Alf Landon's back. Alf Landon keeps making an appearance today. We are in a very unique scenario where I think the entire world is going to be a fascist. Scary. Scary, scary. 35 days, we'll have... Oh, there's a Soviet Civil War. Hello, Trotsky. That's a very weak Soviet Civil War. So in a few days, we should have Poland back under our control. And then we'll be looking north. And this time, I don't think they've gone communist, so we might be able to get Latvia and Estonia. Let's claim Livonia. Get an army drill genius. One thing I haven't done is organized our air force. That's right, we only have... We need more fighters. But again, that's when we'll have industry. We are slowly drawing to the end of this stream. So I think by the time we get to the end of this stream, we'll be in a position where hopefully we'll be at the point essentially where we were stream and a half ago. We'll have restored the Commonwealth. Now we have a bit more industrial might. Right. Problem here is we don't have a claim. Oh, did we get a Polish general? We did. Huh. Should have swayed more Polish leaders before I integrated them then. Very interesting. That's a good note. Okay, We have 90 days. Try and claim Thundercross Latvia. Because unfortunately, by doing the war that we just did, we don't keep our initial stuff. Let's move the capital to Vilnius. How are we doing? We've actually got 18 factories. We've actually got some... Let's build some convoys. Huzzah. We've got some shipyards. France has defended Czechoslovakia. World War II has begun in 1938. Very interesting. Oh yeah, we have the royal designers. We have a genius air reformer. That's some good XP. Oh, war propaganda. Thank you. Give me that 100% war support. Spanish Directorate of 1. Germany has declared war on Luxembourg. How many men have you got left from the Civil War? How many divisions do we think you've got? Anywhere between 50 and 100. Okay. Nothing we want to be tangoing with yet. We're really good on guns now. Thank you to the stream team for being wonderful behind the scenes and helping us bring these streams to you. And you'll have more from us at Hoy next week. See you then. Bye-bye now.